Hey gaming fans, so today's another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile, and this one is, well, I guess I'm going to call it Pure Ninja. So I did a deck profile before where it was ninjas with dragons mixed together, because I didn't have a lot of these ninja cards yet. So this is all pretty much off of some of the new ninja support we got. So anyways, let's get to the deck. So we have, obviously, the 3 Grandmaster Hanzo. This is your main go-to guy. Pretty much, if he is normal summoned, you get a ninjutsu art card from your deck to your hand. When this card is flip or special summon, you can add 1 ninja monster from your deck to your hand. So the cool thing about this deck is it likes to also put monsters in defense mode, to set them I should say, and get their effects off that way. But there's going to be lots of ways to get this guy back to the field and keep manipulating his effect. So one of the popular ways that people like to do it is through the Upstart Golden Ninja. This is when once per turn you could send 1 trap card from your hand to the graveyard, special summon 1 level 4 or lower ninja monster from your deck in face-up defense position or face-down defense position. So depending on what you want to grab, we have lots of options here. Usually you're going to go for your Grandmaster Hanzo to get off his effect, to then add another monster to your hand. We also have 2 of the Twilight Ninja Shingetsu. So this is it's a not too bad card to kind of open up with. You can just set him or whatever, put him in attack mode. Monsters your opponent controls cannot target face-up ninja monsters for attack except this one. Your opponent cannot target face-up ninja monsters with card effects except for this one. If this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, or by a card in your possession is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 ninja monster from your deck to your hand. So both of them have the ability to add the ninjas to your hand. So we're going to go with the 3 of the Baku the Beast Ninja. So what we want to do in this deck is get to our fusion monster as fast as possible. The Maizen the Battle Ninja. We want to get him out as fast as possible. So I put 3 in the deck to make sure there's always 1 there. There's always a good target there. This is not a bad card, actually. I know some decks, they only play 1 of them, but I think it's best to make sure you always have them in your deck. If this card is added to your hand except by drawing it, you can special summon it. If this card is special summoned or flipped face up, you can target 1 ninja or ninjutsu card in your graveyard or face up spell and trap zone, except a copy of himself, and return it to your hand. So he's going to get you a card regardless. Even if you set him just to have him destroyed or you tribute him off, whatever. Then we have 2 of the Kagero the Cannon Ninja. I kind of like this guy. He's neat. I don't want to play him at 3, but I figure he's got a decent enough effect. If this card is normal summoned, special summoned, or flip face up, you can special summon 1 ninja monster from your hand or graveyard in face down defense position except a copy of himself. So even if you have the Baku in your hand and you don't know what to do with him, you could use his effect. I think that's what it said. When is special summon? Yeah, from your hand or graveyard. So you still can get him off, and then you got a Warrior Beast on the field to go into your fusion monster. So that'll work. He also has a when your opponent activates a card or effect that targets exactly 1 ninja card or exactly 1 face down defense position card you control, well, this card is in your graveyard, which it will be if you fusion summon, you can special summon this card in face down defense position, and if you do, return the targeted card to the hand. So that's kind of a neat effect. It's a graveyard effect. You have to remember it's there. Might come in handy. Then we got our big guy here. We got Twilight Ninja Gitsago the Shogun. I figure you only need 1 copy of this guy because you could easily get him out, and then you just keep bringing him back. When you tribute, so you can tribute summon this card by tributing 1 ninja. I mean, that's okay. I mean, if you have to. If this card is in attack position, you can target 2 ninja monsters in your graveyard, except a copy of himself, and change this card to defense position. And if you do, special summon those monsters. So this guy will net you 2 ninjas into the field. Go to defense mode. He's got 3,000 defense, and probably with those 2 ninjas, you're going to be able to fusion into your fusion monster, or go into an Xyz or whatever you want to do. Then for some of the support cards for the ninjas, we got Mitsu the Insect Ninja. This is an interesting card. If you control a ninja card or a face down defense position monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. When your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you could target one face down defense position monster you control, change it to face up defense position, and if you do, change this card to face down defense position. Then, if the targeted monster was a ninja monster, except a copy of himself, negate that opponent's card, and you can only use this once per turn. So basically, it's your little negate card. 2100 defense, so it's going to go back into defense mode, but it's 2100 defense, so it's got a pretty good defense, and it can negate one of your opponent's cards, plus flip one of your ninjas up. Then we got the last of the monsters, 3 of the Tobori, the Sky Ninja. So this is an interesting card. If this card is destroyed by battle or card, or sorry, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects the turn it was special summoned or flipped up. So if you set it and then your opponent attacks it, they can't destroy it by battle no matter how big they are. You can only use each of the following effects of this guy once per turn. There's a lot of text on these cards. Once per turn, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard to special summon one ninja monster from your hand in face up defense or face down defense position. So, you know, if you have your big guy in your hand, you can get him onto the field fast like that way. Plus get a ninja into the graveyard for a card I'm going to talk about later. Special summon one ninja monster from your hand. And, during the opponent's main phase or battle phase, you could fusion summon one ninja fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as material. Now that's the cool part there. So if your opponent attacks him, he flips face up. Now you can use this effect to just fusion summon. And that's the important part, because this guy's effect, it either lets you fusion summon or special summon his effect. And if you special summon him using his own effect, you won't be able to recur him from the graveyard. So if you actually fuse him properly using this card, you can do that. So, and it's going to be on your opponent's turn. So for the spells, we have one Reinforcement of the Army, of course, because we want to get our upstart Golden Ninja as fast as possible. Or even grab a Hanzo if you want. You know, you got options there. Then we got 3 of the Ninjutsu Art Notebook of Mystery. I mean, why not play 3? This card nets you 2 cards. If your opponent controls a card, you could set up to 1 ninja monster and 1 ninjutsu spell or trap, except a copy of itself. These cards have to come from 1 from the deck and 1 from the graveyard. So you always want to make sure you have something in the graveyard, whatever ninja is in there, or spell or notebook, ninjutsu card I should say, in the graveyard, and you're always going to get 2 cards off of this. And this has another piece. If this set card on the field is sent to the graveyard, you can target one face-up monster on the field, change it to face-down defense position. That's kind of a weird effect. I mean, it might come in handy, I guess, if your opponent destroys this or something. But, you know, you're really going to go for that first effect. Then I put in 3 of the Ninjutsu Art Tool. I really like this card. It's really fun. The equipped monster gains 500 attack. Also is treated as a ninja, which is irrelevant because they're all ninjas. You can only use each of the following effects of Ninjutsu Art Tool Iron Digger once per turn. You could banish 1 ninja monster from your graveyard, then target 1 card on the field and destroy it. So this is your out to whatever you want. And then if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you could target 1 of your banished ninja monsters, which you probably would have used to activate this effect, and then add it to your hand or special summon it in face down defense position. So we're going to get monsters either in our hand or in the on the field, which is cool. Then we got 1 Ninjutsu Art Notebook. This is just kind of like to cycle through your deck a bit. Once per turn, you can send 1 ninja monster from your hand to the graveyard to set 1 Ninjutsu Art spell trap directly from your deck, except a copy of this self. So that's cool, because you can get the ninja monster in the graveyard, search out your Ninjutsu Art tool, activate it, banish the ninja, and now you've got this card sitting there ready to either special summon that ninja or just start destroying cards. And then the last, I figure, we got a lot of defense mode going on here, so let's play 3 Terrors of the Hidden City. Your opponent cannot target face-down defense position monsters you control with card effects, so basically they can't bounce them back to your hand. Monsters you control that were flipped face up while this card was face up on the field gain 1500 attack and defense, which is great. And then if this card is in its owner's spell and trap zone is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can target 1 monster in your graveyard and special summon it in face down defense position. So even if they happen to have something like a Harpy's Feather Duster and they destroy it, you still get something out of it. So really good card. Now on to the traps. We have to play a few traps because of our our golden ninja. So we got 3 of the ninjutsu Art of Dancing Leaves. I really like this card because it just searches out any ninja you need. Activate this card by targeting 1 ninja monster or 1 face down defense position monster on the field. Tribute it, and if you do, special summon 1 ninja monster from your deck. So that's any ninja you want. When this card leaves the field, send that monster to the graveyard. If you can target 1 ninjutsu continuous spell or trap in your spell and trap zone and return it to the hand. So you can only use the effect once per turn. So it really has a lot of great effects going on there. You can really play with the board. And just being able to get rid of something off the field just to get something better. Then I threw in, just for fun, Ninjutsu Art of Decoy. It's one of the older, first ninjutsu cards to come out, I think. Select 1 face-up monster on your side of the field that includes ninja in its card name to activate this card. As long as this card remains face-up on the field, the selected monster cannot be destroyed as a result of battle. So you could do some fun things. I mean, you could put it on your Twilight Ninja thing, so he can't be destroyed by battle, and your opponent has to attack this guy, so it's kind of fun. Or even just to protect your fusion guy, which he already has his own protection anyways. So then we got Ninjutsu Art of Shadow Sealing. I thought it'd be good to just have at least 1 card that can deal with monsters as well. So tribute 1 ninja monster to target 1 monster your opponent controls, banish that target. While that card is banished, its monster zone cannot be used, and when this face-up card leaves the field, return the card banished by its effect to the monster zone. So essentially it's just going to banish something off the field just to clear your way. Then I threw in 3 Lost Wind. Great card, just kind of stop your opponent's effects, but also if you discard it with Golden Ninja to search out another card, you can recur this from the graveyard, so really good. And then I figured, since this whole deck is all about pulling things out of the graveyard, I just threw in a Back to the Front. It can get you, if, late in the duel, you bring this guy back, and then he can bring 2 more ninjas back, or just bring back what you need. I mean, even if you bring back a Hanzo, then it's going to bring you another ninja to your hand, which could be the Baku guy, which can then special summon him to the field, and then go into your fusion summon. So that's the main deck. Let's get to the extra deck. So we are playing 3 of the Fusion Ninja, because this is what the whole deck is based on. Just pretty much getting this guy out. He's pretty fun. 2 ninja monsters with different types, so you have to pay attention to that. You can't use, say, 2 Hanzos or Hanzo and your Golden Ninja, because they're both warrior. So that's why we got the Baku and all the other ones. He must be either fusion summon or special summon from your extra deck by targeting the above cards you control. Attributing, the above cards you control. Your ninja monsters can attack directly. So pretty much all your ninjas now are pretty much toons. Well, you control a face down defense position monster, your opponent's monsters cannot attack this card. Target this card for attack. So that's pretty cool. Just in case they pull out something really big, then you got a turn to deal with it. When your opponent activates a card or quick effect, you can special summon 1 ninja monster from your deck in face up or face down defense position. You can only use the effect of this guy once per turn. So he's got a lot of stuff going on there. He's got some built-in protection and just the ability to allow him to attack. And of course we do have, like I said, we are playing 3 ninjutsu art tools. So if you have to, you could boost them up to 3,000 or even higher if you have 2 of them. Plus the removal aspect of that card. Then for the rest of the stuff, we got, there's supposed to be 2 in here. I can't find my other one. There's Blade Armor Ninja, two level 4 warrior type monsters. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card. Target 1 ninja monster you control. It can make a second attack during the battle phase this turn. So that's pretty cool. I mean, you got these direct attackers that can attack twice, or one of them can anyways. So you boost him up to 3,000, for instance, that's 6,000 direct damage that your opponent's going to have a hard time stopping. Then I thought Castel, the Sky Blaster Musketeer, is pretty good in this. You can detach 1 Xyz material from this card, target 1 face-up monster on the field, change it to face-down defense position. So we have a lot of monsters that have some pretty good flip effects. We have that continuous spell that when your monster is flipped up, it gains 1,500 attack. So we can do a lot of fun with the Castel guy. You might even want to have 2 in here. Then I just kind of rounded it out with some, standard stuff. This is where you get to play around with. I don't have a lot of really great Link monster stuff or anything, so you know, feel free to play what you want. I just put in some of the more popular stuff like Abyss Dweller, Honor Arc, Lightning Chidori, which can be pulled off in this deck because there are I think there's a Baku's a wind monster, I believe. Yeah, Baku's the wind monster, so you can technically get 2 of them out and pull this guy out. And 1 Black Ship of Corn, of course. Like I said, these are all just kind of filler. Your main stuff is going to be your Fusion Ninjas. This is what the deck is all about. I just thought there'd be some great support cards to throw in there as well, just to get the deck rolling. Anyways, let me know what you think. This was what I put together for Pure Ninjas. I think it's fun, a lot of flipping up and down. A lot going on in this deck. A lot of options. Anyways, let me know what you think. Throw some comments down below. Hope you like the deck. Hope you subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.